Side by side, two investigations were ordered into the massive security breach that led the Prime Minister stranded atop a flyover 3 days ago. And today, the Supreme Court has asked, the Punjab and Haryana High Court's Registrar General to keep all travel records of his safe. Meanwhile, both the probes have been put on hold, but the politics between the Congress and the BJP and the trading of charges continues. The MHA has also sought a report from the Punjab police. Meanwhile, now the Congress has come out and said that this entire issue and the blame being put at the doorstep of the Chief Minister and the Punjab government is nothing more than an attempt to try and insult Punjabiyat, attack the state and its people, and even try and slight a Dalit Chief Minister. Joining us is two of my colleagues. Gurpreet Chinna is joining us live from Bathinda. We also have Pradeep Datta live with us. Very sinister that now the BJP is clearly saying, they even said it in court, Gurpreet, that this in fact was a conspiracy and there may even be elements from abroad involved.
Well, that this is the part of investigation, or this has been investigated by the MHA. Today we have seen that multiple interrogation of the police officer had been done at various locations. First, the MHA has already come at the spot. They had video recorded each and everything. They have documented each and everything. The officer who were on the duty at that time, they were being summoned there. They were interrogated on the spot, and after that, the same MHA official, the team has gone to BSF campus in Firozpur, where we have seen that a series of officers had been questioned and called there. So what we have learned that from Bathinda, because this was a route of Prime Minister from Bathinda to Firozpur, and what we have seen that all the officers who are supposed to be on this route, they have been questioned by the MHA official there, and after that the MHA official, they had gone to Hossainiwala border, where the Prime Minister was expected on January 5th, and they had already video recorded that how the security had been beefed up by the local authority, local administration, because as we have already said to our viewers also, this was the prerogative of the state government. The state government was duty bound to provide the route security to the Prime Minister. So all these questions, all these officers are being questioned by the MHA official to get more details. And we have seen a few minutes back, we are at Bathinda, we are reporting in front of the Air Force station where the Prime Minister landed, and this is the road from where the Prime Minister moved from Bathinda towards Firozpur. So today they have taken all the route map from the local administration, local police officer, and we have seen that SSP Firozpur, DIG Firozpur, as well as the SSP Moga, and along with so many officials, including DSP, SHO's level, they had been called at the spot, and each and every statement had been documented. They had got a minute-to-minute report, and the main question which is emerging from this investigation, they were trying to find out this was a flyover where the incident had taken place, where the Prime Minister was blocked, from which side the protester was able to make a way, and where the security was not deployed, and that's why they were huge number of the protesters were able to reach at that that flyover. So all these angles are being probed by the MHA official, and finally they have got all the details. Now let's see.
Within the Congress, there are leaders within the Congress like MP Manish Tiwari who are also saying that this is a very, very critical area where the Prime Minister was present. It is well within the reach of any elements in Pakistan who may want to harm the Prime Minister. Yet, there are some, like Navjot Singh Sidhu, the Congress chief in Punjab, who are laughing off the entire issue as a drama.
ਤੇ ਜੇ ਕੱਲ ਵੀ ਉੱਤਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨਾ ਔਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਵਿਰੋਧ ਤੇ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਮਨਸ਼ਾ ਤਿਲ ਮਾਤਰ ਦਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਅਤ ਚ ਬੰਨੇ ਆ, ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨੂੰ ਢਾਲ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹ ਤੌਹਮਤਾਂ ਲਾਣੀਆਂ ਬੰਦ ਕਰੋ, ਇਹ ਗੰਦੀ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਖੇਡਣੀ ਬੰਦ ਕਰੋ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਦਨਾਮ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਯਾਸ ਹੈ। and all those who are talking about president's rule are your parrots.
कि ये संजोग नहीं था प्रधानमंत्री का वहां 20 मिनट तक रुकना। ये संयोग नहीं था, ये एक साजिश था प्रधानमंत्री का, उनकी हत्या की साजिश। आप कल्पना कीजिए कि आगे रुकावट, पीछे भी माइक से हो रहा है कि रोको, उधर छको, रोको। क्या होता, रेंज कितना छोटा था, लोग फोटो ले रहे थे, कैमरा से ले रहे थे, तमाम टीवी पर देख रहे हैं। उसी फिरोजपुर में कई बार ड्रोन गिर चुका है। तो ये साजिश था, हत्या की साजिश। केवल पंजाब की सरकार ही उसमें शामिल नहीं है, बल्कि साजिशकर्ता दिल्ली तक उसमें शामिल।
Okay, let me also go across to Meghna Deka, who joins us now. An intelligence note that in fact had warned the state well in advance. Remember, we'd shown you communication that was there to the Punjab police, which said very clearly that there should be preparations made for any contingency. Now we have an intelligence note. Let's get more on that from Meghna. Over to you, Meghna.
Well, here on Times Now, we have meticulously put together 5 pieces of proof of the sabotage. Let's take you one by one. The first bit of proof that we are getting for you is this intel warning, which was completely overlooked, not heeded. What did it say? It said that the SKM, which is of course Samyukt Kisan Morcha, as we all know, it is part of an offshoot of that is E-Krantikari, that it had declared that they would organize Ghirao of the Prime Minister on his visit to Firozpur. It goes on to then say that some sort of agitation cannot be ruled out on the way to Hussainiwala. That's precisely where, remember, there was an ambush of the Prime Minister's cavalcade. It goes on to say that the SFJ provoking the youth to do mischievous things against BJP government and Prime Minister Modi. All of this is here in the intel note that we've managed to access. Says that Prime Minister does face a high degree of operational as well as a positional threat. It's as clear and categorical as that. What's the next proof that we are going to get for you? There you have it on your screens. This is a Congress Maoist front tip-off. Who gave this? Well, this is in the year 2014, precisely to be precise, it is in February under the UPA regime, where they said BKU Krantikari blacklisted by the UPA in 2014. We've managed to access. This is a reply to one of the unstarred questions in the Lok Sabha, where UPA had claimed that BKU Krantikari was linked to Maoists, categorically calling it a front of the Maoists. Another piece of information and proof that we managed to access is that where the chief of BKU Krantikari knew the Prime Minister's route. Remember, here on Times Now, we had spoken to the chief of BKU E Krantikari. He categorically said that I was tipped off. I knew the Prime Minister would be on that flyover, which is why we congregated there to block his cavalcade. Another third piece of evidence that we are getting for you is a 2020 ambush script video. This is something which is a rap video which has now surfaced. It was tweeted by a user in Firozpur, incidentally, where the Prime Minister's cavalcade was also ambushed. And there are eerie ambush similarities which can be seen in the video. Be it the flyover, be it the way that they are going to be using tractors, big buses to block the Prime Minister's route. And there you have it, this video that we've been getting for you. There is that flyover bridge which can be clearly seen. As we all know, the Prime Minister was indeed ambushed on a flyover by the Kisan protesters. This is the proof 3 that we are getting for you. The video also, creators boasted of this Prime Minister's ambush and very eerie similarities of what we saw on the 5th of January. This is exactly 1 year, 1 month later, when we saw these scenes replicated again in Firozpur. The fourth proof is the SPG alert of this ambush. Very categorically it said, SPG notified the Punjab police about the contingency plan. That there needs to be a contingency plan, saying that this rehearsal for road journey was done. Categorically, they said, we had a contingency plan, we even rehearsed it. Strong police deployment was emphasized by the SPG in the note that we've managed to access. Then why didn't that happen? Inputs regarding sabotage risk were also raised in this SPG alert of the ambush. The fifth proof that we are getting for you here on Times Now, the viewers themselves can decide. The NDA Khalistan submission. Clearly, it said that there was cross-border terror angle which cannot be ruled out. This is something that the NDA Khalistan submission has said. We managed to access the intel note. It says that the leaders of the banned SFJ had vowed this blockade. The NDA has said all of this on record in the Supreme Court today by the SG. It also said that the security risk from Pakistan terror groups is also imminent, which is why it's important for us to look into what happens at a border state when the Prime Minister lands there. Remember, where this incident had happened at Hussainiwala, aerial distance to the hot borders between India and Pakistan is merely 15 kilometers away. We have laid out proof after proof here on Times Now. It's up to the viewers to decide. Does this not show that there was sabotage?
All right, thanks very much, Meghna, for that. Let's take that question across to Charu Pragya, spokesperson of the BJP, Kailash Adhikari, political analyst, Tanvi Prithi, also political analyst. And in the face of all of this, Tanvi Prithi, the lapses seem even more glaring. Why?
Good evening, Padmaja. So, security lapse happened, yes, but was it politically motivated? And the way the BJP and their foot soldiers of the Twitter are using the term security lapses, in such a loose manner without realizing the consequence of it, just for their political propaganda to target CM Channi's government in Punjab, that is completely shameful, and I'm really disgusted by it. I mean, you're blaming the entire state of Punjab and the Punjabis, disrespecting their Punjabiyats, that they all were there planning a plot to assassinate Prime Minister Modi. Do you think the 3 crore people of Punjab are actually assassinators? Or CM Channi was trying, planning a collusion to assassinate Prime Minister Modi? I find all these allegations extremely stupid and extremely silly. I mean, foot soldiers of BJP are trending.
Are you saying that about people of Punjab, Charu Pragya?
So,
Are you saying that about people of Punjab, that they are all assassins?
I don't want to respond to what Tanvi has said, but let me tell you what I have been feeling for the last 10 minutes. I have goosebumps on my arms, Padmaja, looking at the videos you just put out for the viewers to see. I have goosebumps and I have fear in my heart because I'm afraid the political discourse in this country has fallen so low that even the Prime Minister's chair, the Prime Minister's security does not remain sacrosanct. We have some leaders in the opposition who have been honest and said that what has happened should not have happened and let's fix accountability. Yet we have some others who are still taking it like a joke, who don't understand the enormity of what has happened. India is one of the greatest nations in this world. When something like this happens in our country with our Prime Minister, you can imagine what is going to be the narrative the world over about.
No, but answer the specific allegation now, because the Congress has said this on record, that you are besmirching an entire state by calling them pretty much anti-nationals and saying that they would be conspiring to kill the Prime Minister.
Nobody is talking about the citizens of the state, Padmaja. What we are talking about is a chief minister who has enough time to give interviews, who can use COVID as an excuse 1 minute, be out in the public without a mask the other minute, but does not have time to answer a phone. I am talking about a state which is prided upon the fact that so many of our soldiers come from that state, where the police chief of the state has not even put in a token resignation saying this has happened on my watch and I'm apologetic about it. I cannot imagine any other police officer behaving like this. This is the same officer for which...
So she's saying very categorically, this is not about the state, this is about the state government. I mean, you attack, or the Congress attacks. Let me just ask you, the Congress attacks the Prime Minister for the last 7 years. When they said Chaukidar chor hai, were you calling all Gujaratis chor? Were you saying that? This is a facetious argument, right? To say that Punjabis are being attacked.
Punjabis are being attacked because the narrative is being set by their social media foot soldiers. Tanvi, I respect you too much. Don't do this, Tanvi. I really respect you too much, and I think you usually have something sensible to say. Making this comparison today is... Can I respond, ma'am? I have deepest respect for you, ma'am.
Okay, just a second. Let me also get in Kailash Adhikari. Kailash Adhikari, all of this proof, and then to say it is only about an identity. How can you ignore the security aspect, the intelligence notes, the documents that we've got, and say, oh no, this is only about targeting an individual?
Prime Minister of India is an institution by itself. And it is the duty of every state government, or even, when the Prime Minister is traveling abroad, it becomes the duty of that foreign land and that government there. And by government, I mean even the executive, the chair who is handling that government, who is at the helm of the affairs, to make sure that the security lapses are never there. Having said that, anything contrary that happens is highly unacceptable. Your broadcast before, we all came to this particular show was highlighting the 5 reasons where it was glaringly clear that this was completely a sabotage.
Yes.
I mean, proper documentary proof. Now look at this video. I mean, I would call this by a fragment of imagination, such a childish act of creativity. What are you trying to show? Does it mean that you're maligning the Prime Minister of India like that? Then I'm sorry. It's a complete naive effort by some individuals or some organizations.
And there were definitely lapses that need to be addressed and they need to be answered for. To hide behind saying that, you are insulting the office of the Chief Minister, no, only accountability is being sought. Thank you very much, both ladies and Kailash Adhikari, for joining us. Quick break.